people? I'm so excited because Thursdays are all about mastering magic. And I love Thursdays because it's money day. I just had to double check that you could actually hear me because my mic tends to not be on sometimes. And I've just been having really weird mic stuff. Like the video I posted in the background, you kind of hear wah, 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 wah. But there's also lots of spirits around. So I wanted to go live and also remind people that every Thursday is the School for the Gifted. It's also Wednesday in the Rising. And today we're going over Altar Work 101, which I'm pumped about. So if you have any questions about altars or any spiritual questions at all, you can come regardless. And then I will always teach some sort of concept at the end. And if you don't have the live Google Calendar, you definitely need it in your life. But today, because it's Thursday, it's the energy of Jupiter. And I was looking at this deck, and at the bottom, we had the Two of Wands. And so I was like, I feel like collective is really thinking about their future and money. And so I wanted to share a little bit about money magic. So let me know, whoever is tuning in, how often you do money magic. Do you do money magic at all? Do you know what it is? Like, do you know what the heck I'm talking about? Or is there something else you wanted to add? I'm still going to talk about money magic. But for anybody who doesn't know, obviously there is a planet that is associated with every day of the week. Like Monday is Moon Day, Wednesday is Mercury Day, Thursday is Jupiter Day, that kind of stuff. But Thursday is also an amazing day to work on your finances, to manifest things, to make investments in yourself, to make investments in general, or like if you have an interview or an audition or you want to do a release on something, Thursday is going to be a great day. Friday is also a great day for releases, but Thursday is going to be a really lucky day in terms of money. So some other things that you can do, I've mentioned before in the past, but I'm going to share it again. If you have not created a money bowl already for Jupiter Thursdays, I highly recommend you do it. And something to also keep in mind about money magic is money magic doesn't always work unless you can match the frequency. Money magic makes it easier for you to draw in the money and create a stronger channel for you to be in the frequency. A lot of times people think that, oh, I can just use money magic and it'll just come to me. No, you're calling on the money, you're requesting it, and then you actually have to have a container or some sort of space for the energy to land. In like hoodoo, when we talk about it, there is like that, like, string of life basically. And so sometimes if you do too many rituals, I'm crossing my legs, you can knot up your own path, including your finances. And so if you're trying to call in a bunch of money, but you're meant to have it at a different stage on your path, rather than letting it trickle to you, you may receive the money and then not know what to do with it, waste it all, and then it like messes up your timeline, right? And that's where the tests and things come in. So understand that with mastering money magic, which, we're talking about today, unlocking the secrets of money magic, it does require you to have a high understanding of your self-awareness and of your own frequency and your own money wounds. Like, you need to know about your money wounds in order to have money magic work. There are going to be like rituals and spells that you can do to help clear the way, because sometimes, you can interact with energies because of your own will, that can create like an energetic cloud around your finances or an energetic cloud around your chakras. You can carry traumatic energy from your ancestors. You can pick it up from your family members. You can pick it up from your friends. And so that energy has to go somewhere and it has to be cleared, which is why doing your generational healing and your ancestor work and connecting with them are going to help clear out those blocks, because when you heal, they also heal. And so if they lived a very traumatic life when it came to finances, then that is directly a part of you because you are your ancestors. There is no like division between you and them, because everything is also energy. And mastering the self means you can also master your finances, and also realizing that you have to take accountability for how you've been managing your finances, because money is still energy. It's like you have to build a relationship with it. So if you feel uncomfortable holding money, if you feel like money is always running away from me, it's like, is money running away from you, or are you energetically pushing it away because you don't feel like you can hold it? Or do you have a scarcity mindset, right? So then the frequency of money can't always be around you because you're letting it come in through this like teeny tiny avenue when it's a massive energy. That's basically what scarcity mindset is, if anybody didn't know, right? It's scarce. It's scarce. So there's like an energy in you that believes that the money is not actually going to come, and so that channel is then really small. So then this massive old thing is trying to fit through this itty bitty hole. And so then you keep manifesting little tiny bits of money because that's the only way you're allowing it to come to you. So noticing even for yourself, and sitting with a journal or doing your shadow work, coming to Z School for the Gifted, which is tonight, and seeing how you can begin to heal your finances and things like that. And I'm probably going to be adding a class to Z School for the Gifted around like money magic and managing money, and all that kind of stuff, and healing generational wounds around that, because it is something that's super important. And time again, people have told me that, they weren't necessarily taught about finances, and there's a lot of, connections to our family that we need to be aware of in order to help ourselves out and to create the wealth that we are wanting. And then that in junction with like your spiritual journey and being guided to do different things, that are kind of miraculous. There's also that part of it, but then also realizing you still have to do the work, as someone had said before, and I love this, I'm bringing it up again because they're like, I didn't realize how much action was required for me to do in the 3D. Like, I just thought that spirituality and manifesting, it would just like come to you. It's like, no, you still have to put in the grit. You still have to understand how your finances work, right? Like, the only way to get better at manifesting is to know yourself in general. So the only way to get better at manifesting money is to understand how money actually works. And I was just having a conversation with someone, shout out to you, about you know starting a business, and like having a business bank account and all those things. And you know they were trying to find a bank that like didn't have all these fees, and I have one that's like not in the US because the US is awful for that kind of stuff. um, but I had realized and shared with them, from the beginning of my journey and my money magic, and all that stuff, one of the first things I did was have a business bank account, because I knew that if I was going to have business money, and if I was going to run a bigger business, there was no way that money was going to go into my personal account because my accountant would kick my butt. Right. And also, it's like, set it up from the beginning so you have that foundation, but also realizing that money is energy. Money is energy. So if you have a space for it to go, then it goes there. It literally goes there. And to not have a place for it to go, right? Do you not trust that you're going to have the thing? There's all these different things, but then there is the collision of like oppression, and all these things that can happen with the banks that they say they want to support small business, and then they end up not, and all the things. But doing everyday tangible actions, like having a business account if you're starting a business, is also a part of your money magic. Having a money practice every single week is also a part of your money magic. Like, there's not a week that goes by that I'm not looking at my finances. Like, there's not a week that goes by. And I learned very early on that you know, having money and growing wealth and all these things, like you can't run away from it if you want it. You like it's kind of like dating. Like if you want to date someone, you can't run away from them, because why would they want to date you? Like, because you're just running away the whole time. That's not engaging, that's not inviting. And I know I've also told the story about how when I was healing some money wounds, I had my wallet in my bed. Like I was literally like, you're my best friend. I'm like, I'm gonna tuck you in, like do all the things, because I was like, no, we're gonna get through this hurdle and we're gonna do it together. So being open and understanding your own relationship to money is a part of your money magic. And also the acceptance, right? Like, why is it that you're doing the money magic? Why is it that you're doing the money magic? Is it the right time to do the money magic? You can also ask your ancestors and things like that. But don't forget about your 3D tasks. Don't forget about creating stability and security for yourself. That is a necessary thing in the 3D. And I feel like it's super easy for folks to kind of get caught up in the realm of this is spirituality, so I don't really necessarily have to do all this. I'm just gonna like have fun and manifest. It's like, yes, but you also need to hone in on your energy and remember that you are a human being in a society that requires money. So there are steps that you need to take. So again, if you have not created a money bowl, I highly recommend it. I'm going to also I'll likely create either a video or do some sort of class around money magic so that folks know how to do it. I'll give you some of my best tips, and even how to like set up your wallet, your physical wallet, how to set up, like how to lay your cash, like all sorts of things, things you can put around the house to help you, how to clean your house, how to keep your frequency high. Like, and that's another thing. Like your physical cleanliness is also important for your money magic. Hi, Emerald. Peace. I know money is energy logically, but I'm not connected to the concept. Functionality. Ah, okay. Yeah. So, what do you believe about money right now in terms of its functionality? If I'm understanding right, logically, if I'm not connected to the concept functionally. Yeah, let me know. I also feel like when the spiritual space and spiritual teachers like myself, when we say like money is energy, like what does that really mean? It means that you can attract it, and you can attract opportunities that will bring the money to you, because that means that everything is energy. But there's like energy meets energy, right? It meets you, but then it has to go somewhere. Like it comes into its physical form and comes into the 3D, but where is it going to go? Right? Like that's kind of my point. I mean, you just joined, but like kind of my point. Hi. Hello, Christine. How are you doing? We're talking about money magic. So again, like, money being energetic is one frequency, you being a frequency that can radiate multiple frequencies, right? Like you become a beacon of energy. And so when you're in the frequency of love and wealth and self-care and all these things, then you can begin to match money frequency and money can flow to you. But likely what comes first is an opportunity to create the wealth, right? Because it's a container. The universe sends you an idea, some sort of container, you get moving, you do the things, and then money can flow straight into that. But a lot of times people don't take their guidance and do what they're supposed to do in order to receive the wealth, right? Because sometimes it doesn't always make sense. And, I've given my life as an example where I was like, okay, Spirit, you have like 10 things that you're saying it's okay for me to do, but I'm just going to trust you. I don't know how it's all going to come together, but I don't need to know that. So it's like, you need to know that. Just keep going and have fun and help people. And then it all started piecing itself together, and then money started to flow in whatever way the universe was deciding to give it to me. I just needed to be in the energy of receiving, right? Of receiving while taking physical action. The ebbs and flows of money. Okay, I am wealth. I feel it, but the money doesn't seem to understand that. Okay, so if money ebbs and flows, that means your emotions ebbs and flows. Your frequency ebbs and flows as well. So I love these if money doesn't understand that. Money knows what money is doing. It's the humans that don't know what money is doing and how to receive money. What did you learn about money when you were growing up? Hi, Dee. It's great to see you again. But seriously, I truly feel weary and healthy, but the tide is out. Yeah. Um, Sometimes that can happen too if there is like a life lesson that you need to learn in order for you to heal a money wound to be able to receive a larger frequency. And most of the time, it has to do with an inner identity shift that has to change, right? Some people, I feel like it's kind of a cop out for people to say, like, oh, the ancestors have blocked, blah, blah, blah. They haven't blocked it. You just haven't learned your lesson yet in order to progress on your path to match the frequency of wealth so that it can keep flowing to you. The only time energy is not flowing is because our own energy. Money is consistent. Money is always around, right? It's infinite. So all we have to do is tap into it and grab it. But when it flows away from us, it means our energy is now the polar opposite of the frequency of money, right? It's like having like two magnets that are facing the same way and they're like, right? So money wants to come to you, but it can't come to you like because you don't have the, I keep seeing like, like a plug, like plug into the wall. It's like there's no hole. Or it's temporarily covered with kid guards, those little thingies, safety guards. I learned that one has to work hard to get the money. Yeah, it depends, right? Like hard can be subjective. Hard was also something that I and I see in other clients end up releasing when they're on their path, because it's not necessarily that you have to work hard, you just have to take action on the things that are required. And sometimes, yeah, I would say like you do need a little bit of hard work, but when you do the things you love, it doesn't feel like hard work. Like I love what I'm doing. um I feel like the hard parts were accepting certain parts of me. It's not the actual doing of the thing, because I can do the thing all day long. It was just like, do I have the mentality to be able to continue to do the thing and understand why I'm doing the thing and that I love myself and that's why I'm I'm doing it. Don't get it. My brother does not work that hard and he get the money without the hard work. Yeah, sometimes it's an energy thing, right? Like literally sometimes it's a an energy thing. And there's always a lesson to be learned, right? Like it's always good to have people around you who make money in different ways so you can see different ways of receiving money. Like my family, some of them believe that they have to work really hard and put themselves into the ground and like give up all this stuff in order to make money. I refused to live that way. And so I had to prove to myself and surround myself with other people who were happy and healthy and not doing that. So I knew that it was possible, because if there's other people doing it, they were like, it already existed. And so it was a matter of like, okay, how can I create that frequency for myself and still like work, but like not too hard? Because we are energetic beings, which means we can manifest and we can be magnetic to the frequency of money, but we don't have to drive ourselves into the ground. Because when we work too hard to the point where we are exhausted, right, our frequency drops. It completely drops. We're tired. We're in a lower frequency. Money doesn't actually flow like that. Money flows when you're having fun. Like I would joke about how every time I took a nap, I got a new client. I was like realizing how much forceful energy I was putting out into the universe. So sometimes it's not always like working hard in that sense, but there is a sense of repetition that you probably have to take for some people, depending on the job, right? So true. you do what you love, it does not feel like work. Exactly. Like it totally doesn't. Like it doesn't feel like I'm working most days. Like it just feels like I'm like, oh, fun, like more people. What should I talk about today? Like I'm just like having so much fun. I'm like, how sexy can I make this story? They're gonna love it. It doesn't feel like work. Like, but to other people, if they were in my shoes and didn't like what I was doing, they would be like, this is really hard because their energy is not meant to hold it, right? Hi, Shawnee. Hi, Shawnee. Happy Thursday. Happy Money Day. We talking about money? Heck yes, we are talking about money. What's your money vibe today? My mom didn't give me my portion of my inheritance. Oh no, she spent it horribly. That happened to me. I'm always giving until this summer. I invested in myself. I ask and it comes now, but I have to have a safe relationship with it. Yeah. You know, sometimes family members just really let us down. And I'm sorry that that happened to you. I've had something happen to me too. And it's a very unfortunate situation, but also the best fuel for believing in your own capabilities, right? And knowing that you don't want to do that down the road. And so your option right now is to really take care of yourself and create a new like way of living for your lineage, because you don't want to do that to anybody else. You know what it felt like, and you know, manifesting your own wealth and healing those wounds that likely led your mother to taking those actions are going to release it for not just you but for them energetically too. I'm glad that you're taking care of yourself. Are you coming to class tonight? Frequency out of alignment when chasing. I noticed that too. Yeah, definitely. If you are chasing money, you definitely push it away, right? Because you can have actions that align with making money because you do need to make money, and there's certain parts of your business depending on what you run that you literally like have to be able to close deals depending on like what you're in. But there's also the energetic one, right? Manifesting people who want to work with you and you meeting halfway in the middle, and trusting that everything's going to work out. But yeah, when you chase it and you like grip onto it, money can't flow. um, and that same thing with investing in yourself. Like I will always spend money on things that make me happy, and investing in coaches and mentors and, you know, spiritual retreats and stuff like that, because it always comes back. Like sometimes I'll like spend it and then that day it comes back. I'm like, well, that was fast, right? Because it's meant to be with me, but I needed to choose myself, right? And like it's just a flow of trust that like allows it to go. And you're like, I know the universe is going to give it back to me because the universe is infinite. The universe is infinite, and I magnetize money and wealth just all over me like peanut butter and jelly. I feel like I'm learning to have fun and let go of what others think. I love that. That allows me to have fun. Yay! I love that. How have you been having fun lately? Hi, Kevin. How you doing? Emerald, I feel for you having a similar situation. Yeah, it's not easy. Yes, class tonight. Yay! I'm so excited, Christine. Kevin, are you coming to class? Emerald, are you coming to class? That's what I want. They come to me, not chase and lower my values. Right, exactly. So you have to do that inner work, that inner magnetism, that inner trust, releasing all of that fear, because fear is like a low frequency, and it's far away from money. It's far away. Money is a high frequency. So meditating, elevating, being happy, all of that magnetizes money. You know, helping people out, I love doing that, which is why my business is also centered around that. And I just like don't try to worry about money, because as long as I'm helping people and I'm happy, you know, I've got food, a roof, animals. I got this great, like, cute little cup with a little flower on it, and I made like coffee from Oaxaca. Like, it's like, great. I'm great. Christine, thank you. It's insane. She watched me struggle and didn't even offer a dime. Yeah, it's wild what family members will do to you. Um, I'm really sorry that you experienced that, Emerald. It's not healthy. It's not healthy whatsoever. Um, and healing money wounds, it's so important. And money in general, I feel like because of imperialism, colonialism, all the isms, like it brings out a different side of people because everyone's conditioned at some point in their life to hoard it because they think it'll run out, but it doesn't run out. It doesn't run out. it's infinite. Um, right? And so being able to move past that is what's the most powerful. And they likely had people in their life that treated them the same, so then they just passed that cycle on. God told me to pack a bag last night, so I did. I want to right now. I gotta go change a tire. Yay! I wonder where you're going. Fun, Kevin. This is so fun. I want to right now. I gotta go change a tire. Go get your tire changed. Is it flat or something? Did you run over a nail? I'm going to take care of your health because I bend backwards for them, and I realize now that I am dealing with narcissistic behavior. Yeah. Family, when unhealed, can cause a lot of chaos and heartbreak. And that's why, taking the journey to self and like getting to know who you are so you don't repeat those cycles is so important, right? Because at the end of the day, it's like we see them for who they are, and so there's no reason now that we should be acting the same way. And that gives you permission to move on, right? And create a better frequency. Once you can accept it, release it, heal from it, because you have to acknowledge it. It's a shitty situation, right? We can't ignore that they're doing really awful things, but it's also up to us to decide if we're going to allow it to affect us any longer. And that's also a part of your money magic. When someone else really affects your money frequency, it's also on you sometimes, right? Like it's a lesson for everyone. Are you going to let someone affect your happiness, your bliss, and your ability to create a living for yourself, right? Releasing anything that they've projected onto you, any sort of ties, and say no, because even when you do that and you can find peace even amongst all of your chaos, it's like you become unstoppable when it comes to receiving money because it doesn't matter anymore. It doesn't matter. But the ego will always tell you that it matters because its job is to defend you. But you can't manifest money and magnetize it when you are constantly in defense, when you are constantly dragging yourself, right? Through memories, right? When the memories come up, like that's an invitation for you to sit and heal it and release it so you can move on. But if it keeps coming back, that means there's more healing to do and more responsibility to take on with why it's there, and then replace it, right? Do your cognitive reframing to replace it with something even better so that the money can flow. So are you all taking time to do some reframing and things in your life? I need to know how to change the tire, Christine. It's actually super easy. It has an able in it. Should we do 369 as money magic? Yeah, definitely do your 369. Do it every day. It doesn't even take that long. Do it when you first wake up, afternoon, evening. If you forget, you do your 369 before bedtime. If you want to knock it all out earlier in the day, you can do that. Definitely do it. If you have money bowls, Work your money magic on Thursdays. But remember, money comes when you are also matching its frequency. You have to match its frequency. Money magic boosts your own frequency. So if you have like a low money frequency, it's going to boost a low money frequency. It can help direct the energy and money to you, right? Because where your focus goes, energy flows. But if you are so scarce, it's going to bring back scarce things in larger amounts. I looked forward to class last night. My mind has changed so much just from one session, but I probably won't. Gotta work on time. I'm so pissed. It's time to make some life changes. Yeah, ask the universe for help. We hope that you can make it. Maybe you just get sick out of the blue. You know what I mean? Yeah, we loved having you there last class. Tonight we're going over altar work and everybody's spiritual questions as usual. I live with one. I'm so out of here. Trust spirit, override the ego. I'm going to do my scripting for reframing. Yeah. Make sure you do it every day. Like everybody needs to be consistent with their practices. If you are inconsistent, your money is inconsistent. If you run away from money, money runs away from you. If you don't understand how money works, money's not going to come to you. It's as simple as that, literally, with all money magic. So the more you face money, the more you understand money, the more you understand how you interact with money, the more money can come in, right? Like I love my money practices. I literally made a money candle for my business. That's how much I love my money practices. And I'd be sitting down, listening to stuff, having fun, even on the roughest times when I was like so certain I was going to see my account in like negative. I did it anyways because I had to face it. There was no way for me to like get over those hurdles unless I faced it. So it's like consistently holding yourself accountable over and over and over and over again. Like every time without fail, especially because all of you are strong manifestors. Every time without fail, if you script or if you even have like some sort of money management document or apps that help you, like when you put out into the universe that you're serious about your money and your future, the universe responds because you're planning for your future. How many of you have any sort of plan for your future, your money, or things like that? Hey, y'all, I came in right on time, needed to hear that. The universe always works out the way it's supposed to, right? Pennies in the money bowl with water. You don't have to put water in your money bowl. You can put rice in there. You can put pennies into or coins into a cup in water under your bed, like under your head. You can put different types of coins. If you're doing Oshun work, you would specifically use pennies and put them into the river. Thanks. I have spent the summer working through my family stuff. I'm baking a cake right now. Yum! What flavor, Shani? Hey, everybody. Hey, Zawadi. The classes are true magic. Oh, thank you. I went from never meditating, thinking it's hard to do meditating every day. I feel like I love that. I feel like I can't find the words to express how much. Oh, that's so precious. I'm going to screenshot that so I don't lose it. That's the sweetest thing I've ever heard. I'm so glad it's helped. This is why I love doing it. And I'm always going to show up as much as I can, unless I'm sick or taking a break. But like everybody deserves a space where they can go and receive something new. And sometimes it takes a different teacher to explain it to you. Right? Like sometimes you get your aha moment when you least expect it. But the universe will always guide you to the right people to help you. And I'm glad that you have that new connection. And with your ancestors. That was the coolest thing I had seen. Okay, thanks for explaining. Of course, happy to help, Christine. Chocolate cake with spelt flour. Yum! I'm craving on this moon cycle. I love it. Are you sleeping? Tell me about your sleep, Shawnee. So exciting to hear Emerald as the class. Yeah, we did a really fun, like, ancestral connection tethering thing last time, which I taught them, and they made a really beautiful connection with an ancestor they hadn't seen in a while. And I also feel like teaching meditation and concepts varies from teacher to teacher. And I actually do well with people who say they can't meditate, but it's also because I send my energy out to them, and so I can help guide them energetically. Where sometimes if you do a meditation, it almost feels like you're navigating it alone. But it's like, oh, it's almost like using remote viewing to remote view and help guide you in your own energy. It's kind of hard to explain. um, but folks usually can respond to that, and it's very subtle, but because everything is energy. So if I can hold the energetic container and like reach my arms out to all of you and hold space, then it's going to be easier for you to meditate. And also, people will drop into meditation a lot faster when they feel safe, when they feel held, when they feel comfortable, when they have the right amount of breathing. And so I usually curate meditations to help you drop in faster, because that's what I do. Dark chocolate chips inside. Yum. Wait, Shawnee, tell me how you've been sleeping. I wrote down today my personal Maslow hierarchy of needs and once did a chart with chat and all. I love that. Amazing. I love all this work you've been doing. Yum, chocolate cake. I know. I want a flourless chocolate cake. Gimme. Oh my gosh, Shani, that sounds yummy. That's all I'm saying. Yes, I truly heard and saw my Nana. It was wild. I saw her in a shirt she always used to wear, and I totally forgot about. It made me realize they were always right here, and we just had to tap in. Oh, I'm not gonna cry. It's so sweet, right? Like, this is why I love that job, because I like, no matter how many times I try and tell people, I'm like, nah, they're still here. They're always here. Your guides are always here. Spirit's always here. Like, I just need you to meditate, like sometimes you have to experience the magic. And sometimes your body needs to experience the magic. Your mind needs to experience the magic. So it doesn't leave you, It's just, you have to learn how to see the other realm. And there's many ways to see it, but we just have to remove some of the veils and things like that. And like you said, you'll realize that they've always been there. They never went anywhere. We just couldn't see them. And it's such a gift to be able to see them again. Oops. I really appreciate these words. It makes so much sense. Good. I was doing that years ago, but didn't know I was doing that. The money was definitely coming through. Yeah. So just like stay on top of you have very strong energy. I know that like your visualizations, and if you stay on top of your practices, you're very connected to the universe. So I don't think you'll have any problem manifesting what you need right now, or what you want, or what the universe wants to give you. I'm sleeping good and dreaming good lately. Yay! I've been waking up less throughout the night, but no naps this week. LOL. Okay. Are you tired at all, or you're good? Zawadi, thank you. Emran, how beautiful, Nana. Yeah, Nana or Nana. Some people say it different ways. My cousin used to always say Nana, but we always said Nana. But my sister used to make fun of her for it, because she would call and be like, hey, I want to talk to Nana. We're like, who? We don't know who Nana is. She's like, what? I want to talk to Nana. Right, you're in your 20s. But it's such a gift, And I do feel like money magic and mastering the money realm can sometimes be the hardest realm to master, because it's the one realm where you really have to like look at yourself. You really have to look at yourself. And people don't always like looking at themselves when it comes to money. We're taught to avoid it and be codependent on social systems for money, which obviously, like, many people are oppressed within the system of financial sovereignty, which doesn't exist um, in politics. But it's the most challenging one for people, for sure, because they don't want to do it. They I see this quite often, which always kind of breaks my heart, is when people literally just rely on manifesting money and not realizing that you have to participate in the physical realm to feed yourself. And I watch it kind of tear some people's life apart. Um, and then before you knew it, they didn't have money. And it was like, no matter what I would try and tell them or show them, they weren't ready to hear it. Right? They weren't ready to look at themselves and say, like, yeah, I did that. Like, I did that and I'm not done healing and I have to face it. Um, your manifestations and things like that. If it's with everything, right? If they're not coming in, if they're not here yet, there's still things that you need to face. And once you face them, like, everything becomes easier. And it doesn't mean you have to go out them with a warrior sword whatsoever. It just means that you have to be open-minded to the possibility that you are the cause of it. You are the cause. Um, and forgiving yourself, forgiving others for what they have done to you. I feel like that's the most important thing. People love to express themselves and what they've been through. I think everybody should, but I also invite you all to ask yourselves, like, how you got there and why. Like, if you are in a situation where you subject yourself to people like that, why is that the case? Right? Take accountability for what you were doing in your life. Is it possible I could have picked up on other people around me lack mindset or energy in the past? Yeah, it's definitely passed on, heavily ingrained. It can also come from, ancestors, traumatic things that could happen to you, folks that you live with, partners, things that they would say. Like, I don't hang out anymore with any friends that talk about, like, oh, I can't afford this or I have to blah blah blah. I just, like, because then I feel it like shifts my money energy and I'm like, what the fuck is happening? And I don't like to pick it up. So you can definitely pick up things from other people, and whatever you learned as a child is going to reflect back to you how you treat money, right? So there's so much that can affect your life, but who you surround yourself with is important. um and I feel like something else to talk about, like savings and stuff like that. Like, some people think that, like, there's a difference between saving because you love yourself and saving because you're horrified, right? Like, that's not the energy you want to be in. But if you're building financial sovereignty, like, saving is a necessary thing, right? It's a smart thing to do. It's an act of love. Um, but again, like, working towards a higher frequency is also an act of love. Also, your talks with the other students helped me too. It made me realize how much I externalize my power. I don't um, request and I don't ask. I just take whatever is given. I understand I got power. Yes. Yes, you do. You have that sovereignty in your life. Yeah. Sometimes we don't realize how much we give our power away. But again, like, our entire system is set up that way, set up to, like, in order for us to thrive in life, we have to succeed externally. And then that's when we succeed. That's where our power lies, because no one tells you that you're great. You're the one who's generating the power, and you can choose to not do X, Y, and Z. But it's like, you know, having 9 to 5s and working for somebody, or getting evaluations, or going through all of college and getting stupid report cards and all that stuff. Um, it's a very external world, and we're expected to give away our energy. Expected, because that's how we make money, or made money in the, as people say, matrix, or whatever you want to call it, the world. Um, and so it's like you're exchanging your energy for moolah. And so why not have other views, right? It would make sense. Then you learn Your money language and your identity language becomes, okay, so I give away parts of myself in order to get the things that I need. No, don't do that. But that's like at the basis of money, right? Same thing with work. I give away my time to get what I need. Money. I give away my time to friends I don't want to hang out with in order to get connection. No, connect with yourself first and then get friends you actually enjoy. But it's a language. It becomes a language that you just subconsciously begin to build on. And you're like, wow, I have a really fucked up view of reciprocity. I've been a little tired, but more so right before my cycle. And now that I'm in it, I'm not as tired. Okay. I was wondering why about the chocolate cake. Because sometimes that'll pop up if you're been in a state of tiredness. So just be mindful of that. Are you gluten-free? I'm gluten-free and spelt flour is easy for me to digest. Yeah, it has gluten, but the grain is okay with my body. I am not gluten-free. My friends are gluten-free. The one, Big Mama's Preserves and Azure, the other healing coach, the sisters, the Stewart sisters, they're all gluten-free. My mother's gluten-free. I'm not. I can, but I don't. I mean, I don't need to. My body is like it is okay with gluten. Um, I love it. I'm going to focus on what works and not take on other people's energy. I haven't given a lot of people, including myself, and that is key. Yeah, that is the key. That is your key. Oh, wow, that's true. I'm rich in spirit, but I wasn't respecting being physical. It's like I wasn't here, but I was. Exactly. This summer, I'm respecting that I'm here. I'm alive. I exist. I deserve. Yes. Put that on a freaking shirt or a tattoo on your arm or something, right? I'm here. I'm alive. I exist. I deserve. You should say that every day. I'm being dead serious. Christine, you are so sweet. Thanks for the support. Christine is so amazing. Christine's coming to Z School for the Gifted tonight. Saving in survival mode makes you feel like you should not be spending any money on yourself. Exactly. Yeah. It can like compress your energy so tight. Oh, snap. It just hit me. I do manifest, just not for me, for everyone else, because that's where my focus was. Exactly. Yeah. When you stop focusing on those other things, it just like dumps into your life. Like literally just goes, the heavens open up. Then you're like, wow, look at all that fucking energy. It's always good to do like a cord cutting to a candle working if anybody needs help, because like you can cut all those ties, just cut all the freaking ties to people, and then it's like you snap your energy back and pour into yourself. Like I like don't even like my friends know that if I'm busy, I'm busy. Like, and I will get back to them. They know I'm going to respond, but they like never expect me to respond, which is what I love. And I never expect them to respond. I know they will on whatever timeline they want to be on. If it's something where I like need something, I know that they're going to read it and respond because it's something that I need, or we're like coordinating something. But it's like, you don't realize how many things you have around you that are like pulling on your energy, even invisible expectations, like all that stuff, until you like really cut it all away and like start over. Nia, hi Nia. I'm so glad you're here. Are you coming to class tonight? How's life, Nia? In your divine feminine energy, looking so adorable all the time. I'm with you, Emerald. I manifest for other people. Yeah, it's easy to do that. It's really easy to do that. You need to manifest for yourself. Manifest for yourself. Okay, none of you answered the question. Have you been doing financial planning for your future? Do you have like, it doesn't have to be like a full plan, but do you like regularly check in on your finances, or like have a money bowl, or, you know, have money practices, do spiritual stuff? Like, what do you all do? I do a mix of everything. I already let you know what I do. I freaking love money magic. Money magic has saved my life plenty of times. I think my computer's like getting really hot. I've been using it a lot today. But I'm gonna go in like 10 minutes because I need to do some more work and prepare for tonight. I have no money practices at all, like none. Start with a 369. Start with a 369. So I think you were here for that live. It's actually a foreign concept. That's fine. It's not something that's taught all the time. You can start with a 369 script, like every day in the rising, you put 3 times, like money comes to me easily, frequently, and abundantly. Yeah. And then you write that sentence 3 times, and then you write the same sentence 6 times at lunchtime, and then you write the sentence 9 times in the evening, and you just do it every day. It opens your like money frequency, and then you can add on from there, right? Like doing money candles on Thursdays. Like today's a good day to focus on your finances, like dig into your finances or do money manifestation on Thursdays because you have the help of Jupiter. Jupiter's lucky. Lucky, 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 lucky. My leg is so itchy. I would like to know how to do the money bowl, please, if that's okay. Yeah, I had a video up for it. I might make another money video. I said that right. Yeah, money video. It's super easy. There's different ingredients that you could use, but it like the basic one would be like some sort of bowl, likely gold is going to be the best. And you're putting rice in there along with money to start. And there's other stuff that you can add. And then you would work your money bowl every Thursday. You would feed it money. You could turn the rice green. You can put in certain herbs that bring luck and prosperity, creativity, protection. And you would put that with your altar. Or you would put it in the corner where you are making the most money, or put it to the east is going to be really important. So doing that kind of stuff is going to be good for you. Because the whole point is like you feed the money bowl, it directs money to it, and then like money comes and goes. So money is always flowing. So you go into your money bowl, you can also take the money out if you want it, if you need it, and then you put money back in, or you keep adding more and more money. And notice too what you're adding to your bowl if you feel like uncomfortable about it. Like if you're like, ooh, this doesn't feel good, like that's your frequency. Pay attention to it if you're avoiding, or if you're like, oh, I don't want to add as much money. Why? Money flows, you know? So it's a good way to check in with your energy, but also be manifesting at the same rate, same time. It's a really fun thing to do, and it's very powerful. I like when my friends told me they didn't have a money bowl, I was like, excuse me, now. Everybody at a basic level needs to have a money bowl. Everybody on the face of the earth. You need to have money bags. You need a money bowl. You need a money money like pouch. You need like what? You need all the money things. Money. I feel I get overwhelmed because sometimes we are around people with a lot of negativity, money blockages, but I am learning that I have a healthy relationship with money and others blockages shouldn't. I'm assuming you're going to say shouldn't affect you, right? Yeah, that's the goal. Even around other people, right? Like, are those people that you have to be around? Hi, Z. Hi, everyone. I'm good sitting outside and under the sun right now to recharge. I'll be there tonight. Yes. Yes. I love it. So excited, Nia. I told my ex he should love money. Did you tell him just like that? When we first got together, and he called me materialistic, so I abandoned the notion. I'm always abandoning my intuition for someone, then wondering why my money is short. Yeah. Yeah, sometimes other people are just on a different healing path, right? But then it's also like, now you know, right? Now like, I don't remember if you're in partnership or not, but if you want to be in partnership, like Someone who believes in the frequency of money is going to be important to you. Someone who believes that money is infinite is going to be important to you, because not only together can you make infinite money, but like, why be with someone who doesn't have that and that frequency? It's going to be even harder for you. It's going to shrink your money a lot. You got to be around the right people. I love this blue on you, Z. You look beautiful. Oh my gosh, thank you, Nia. What? It's one of my favorite blues. I call it my Marilyn Monroe dress because I found it the day that they were like visiting, and I was like, oh, thank you. Thank you so much. You're great. You're so great. But it's comfy and it's light and breezy. I love dresses. I can't get enough dresses. I have like 6 dresses. I don't wear a lot of different clothes. I don't like to because that means I have to carry it around. 555. Are you wearing a fun dress today, Nia? 555. Change. What? I love it. Okay, y'all, I'm going to ask you one more time. Do y'all have a financial plan? Do any of you have I know Emerald answered no financial money practices. Shout out to you. What about the rest of you avoiding the question? Do you or don't you? Do you or don't you? Let this be your test from the universe. The bee just started circling me as you were talking about the dress. No, but a cute yop romper is yop whopper. Yep. I love that. Oh, top. Okay. Top. LOL. I'll put on a dress for tonight. Oh, look at that. Getting dressed up for tonight's class. What? As we do altar work. It's going to be so fun. I'm excited. Bees are so lucky. Bees are high frequency. I love bees. I love bees. I was sitting in a circle of bees not that long ago. And when you just vibe with them, they don't do anything. Like I just sat, it was just like, I was like, this is great. Like, look at all this energy. Just watching them like pollinate all the things. No one landed on me. They just went about their business. And then like I needed to get into the water, but I had to like go through the cloud of bees. And I was like, excuse me, bees. I need to get into the water. And they just kind of like moved. I was like, oh, magical. I have no money practices. Crying face. I need to go back and take notes on what you said. Yeah, definitely take notes. We can have a money day in Z School for the Gifted too. If everybody wants, we can talk about money magic. I just recite money affirmations. I love that. Yeah. Also work on your physical money practices. Money magic and affirmations only work when you have physical practices too. Money magic, no, but I don't, but I need to. I wasn't ignoring changing the tire, my bad. Thanks, Kevin, for explaining. I love that you're so accountable. And thank you for answering, Nia and Zawadi. It's super important to have it. Your financial sovereignty depends on your accountability, right? If you don't hold yourself accountable and you are not curious about money, how can you expect money to flow to you easily? Right? Yes, this bee is my friend. I love it. What's the bee's name? Like Bee Movie? I love that movie. What is the bee's name? I love bees. When I was in Williams-Sonoma, they had like a whole golden bee collection with all these gold plates. And I like sat there and I was like, I want to lick it all. It's like, mine. I'm like, oh my gosh, bees. I love them. And then it made me think of that time when my friend basically was like doing things with a tree because they like turn her on or whatever. And then the beehive, like the bee things that were nearby chased her away. And I I wonder why they did that. Nature done spoke to you. Please do Money Magic Day, okay? Maybe that'll be the next one. I can do the next one. I think let me see. Yeah, the next one was going to be crystal grids, but I can move it back. We can just do Money Magic. We'll do Money Magic because I need to help y'all out. We need to get money. We need to get this money energy flowing. I'm going to go with Charles. I love it. Hey, Charles. What's up, Charles, my man? Or Charles doesn't have to be a man, actually. That was not inclusive. Sorry. Just rolled off my tongue like that. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited. And also, there is the art of love and magnetism on Friday, which the last class was lit. Like, we had quite a few breakthroughs in there because we were talking about money wounds, not money wounds, of mother and father wounding, relationships, sexuality, magnetism, like all sorts. It was a really powerful healing class, if I say so myself. But anybody who was there, you're welcome to you're welcome to share that. But we do have one on Friday, so tomorrow, and the theme is the magnetic self becoming irresistible through authenticity. So we're really going to dig into authenticity, and it's also going to help with your money frequency, right? Because when you show up as your true and most authentic self, then energy can find you because you've come to self-acceptance. Your energy is high. You're extremely magnetic. No one can question you. No one can lower your self-worth because you know you're worthy. Like, it's a whole thing being magnetic, which I'm super excited about. So make sure you're there. So tonight is altar work, and then tomorrow is authenticity and magnetism. Yes, ma'am, definitely working on that also. My bad, I didn't mention that. Okay, good. I'm trying to figure out if that's not the right direction or I gotta be more patient. Money sovereignty? Money sovereignty? You're trying to figure out if, like, handling your finances is the direction or not? Is that what you mean? I mean, patience is always there, but so is aligned action. As long as you're not getting stuck in patience to the point where you are not taking any more action. I'm excited to talk about authenticity. Me too. I love talking about authenticity. Liberation. That's how people, like, also fall in love, because you know what you want, you know who you are. They can see you, they see your phenomenon. You're like, I love me because I'm authentic as fuck. They're going to be like, I love you because you're authentic as fuck. I so wished in the US. What time, where are you located? The Buddha opportunity. Okay. I definitely accepted it. I pulled up, but the lady just not answering. Oh, yeah, maybe it's not aligned right now. Yes, last class was beautiful. Everyone's experience are so relatable, and their willingness to share is so inspiring. I know, it was like really powerful. Y'all like came to do the work and just opened up. Like, I was impressed with all of you. Like, literally every single one of you who were in that session. Like, it was also just a powerful class of femme beauty. Like, it was just amazing. I was like, y'all are gonna take on the world. I'm so excited afterwards. I was like, y'all are beautiful. Crying like a mom. I had to get my cake on the oven. Oh, my money practices. Okay, I see you're talking now about your money practices. Thank you, Shawnee, for the transparency. My money practice has been setting boundaries with family. I love that. I stopped being the go-to person. Nailed it. My internet keeps freezing. As a hairstylist, you get money every day, and when people know, they ask. Yeah, they don't need to know when you get money. No one needs to know when you get money. Only money comes to you. It's your money. I love that. Keep those boundaries. I am taking action where I see fit and opportunities. I love that. Keep going, Zawadi. Keep going. Maybe there's someone else for the body butter. I know, make sure I have my needs and also set time aside to rest and do me. I used to work a lot and make sure I had enough for my family and friends needed it and asked for it, but I'm no longer. Yeah. Heck no. We can't live our lives for others. That's no way to live. We can't do that. The help. Rose. Oh my goodness, Rose. I emailed you that one day. I will message you. I am missing out. Yeah, you definitely need to come to this class. What time is it in the UK? Hold on. The evening class, I know. I wish you could be a part of the US one. Hold on. Yeah, it's 2 a.m. for you. It's 2 a.m. Damn. That's earliest. Do you have a Discord, Rose? I can at least add you to the group Discord because you've been to Z School for the Gifted, so I can add you to the private chat at least. You are too. Ah, look at all those hearts. You're so cute. Thanks. My anxiety is high. I'm so tired of choosing outside instead of me. I'm always at a crossroads. Don't say you're always at a crossroads. Don't manifest that on yourself. Work or invest in self. I need to be available for the classes mentally and spiritually. Yeah. See if there's a way you can work it out, right? Maybe you can, I don't know how your shifts work. Maybe you can shift it a little bit so you can still attend. Even if it's by a little bit, like maybe you could, even if it lands like while you're driving home, you would still make it by at least the meditation and stuff like that. And you could tune in and be a part of the community. Ideally, it would be a great space for you to relax in and be at home. But I feel like it was so powerful for you that being in that community is really going to help you, as you said, mentally and spiritually. We do both in this space. I'm not just here to teach you how to light a candle. I don't do that. I'm not going to sit here and lie to you. I'm going to be like, look, let me tell you a little something about magic. They all lied to you. You use it down to do your healing work. And we're going to do it together. And it may not always be fun, but sometimes it is. But I'm not the type. Because to me, it's like, my job as a community educator and a healer is to help educate you and help you heal and learn to heal yourself and guide you on your life's path, which means if I only give you 5% of what's actually going on, how are you going to take care of yourself? It's impossible. It's like, I'm not going to sit here and be like, yeah, do all the money magic and then not tell you that you need to have a financial plan and actually take care of yourself, because then I'm just like throwing you down a financial path that is going to be chaotic AF. And you're going to be so detached from the physical realm that you live in that there's no way you'd be able to take care of yourself. There would be no way. What kind of teacher would I be? So thank you for saying that. I appreciate your honesty. Yeah, what a freaking wild life, everybody. This has been so much fun. I'm actually going to go burn some ancestor money, which is another money practice that I love. I always pay my ancestors. I pay everybody who helps me out, everybody I channel, all the things. It's a habit to say thank you. And someone was talking about having trouble receiving money. I mean, in the beginning, sometimes I wasn't good at receiving money, but I conditioned myself to receive it out of my own self-worth, but also when I was growing my spiritual business, I'm like, the ancestors and the deities and spirit are always here. They've worked hella hard. I'm going to receive money also so I can give it to them because they deserve that. They deserve that. And that's why I'm so strict about people's energy and how they, treat ancestors and all that stuff. And I don't collaborate very easily because it's not just me. It's me and all my ancestors and all my deities. So if you can't come correct, then, and if you don't want to pay me, it means you don't pay my ancestors, which means I don't want to work with you. Right? Like, it's a sign of respect. It's a language, it's energy. Like, start getting into that mentality of like, what does money mean to you in a lineage way, in a spiritual way, in a mental way? Like, what does it do for you? It helps you be free. Money helped me get here. Money helped me show up on here so I can also pay for StreamYard and like help you all make your own money, help you open your gifts, like listen to God, keep going, do your generational healing. Money helped me do that. Money did. Money can do many things. I love that Z asked those hard questions and it's up to me to be real as fuck with myself. Exactly. I have grown so much, released so many tears, and people. You've been working so hard, Shawnee. The school is a beautiful space for all. Oh, I'm screenshotting that. I've been in screenshotting mode because it's all the way for me to remember. I love it so much. Thanks for sharing that, Shawnee. I just got so tongue twisted between your name and sharing. I don't know why. I think I'm just really excited. Can you quickly break down ancestor money? Is it essence of the money, the intention? What does burn it mean? Like, you literally burn it. It's essence money. It's a Asian practice. So there's like a ceremony that you do to offer it to them, and you can write on this paper and all these things. And it's basically like you're sending money to the spiritual realm. It's like using sacred smoke, but through money that you burn, and it goes to them. So you're paying them. I burn money, but I'm now connecting my physical mind to my spiritual mind. Yeah. So it's just an offering to them. When look at only certain videos that speak about ancestor money, they sell it. I would like to do that practice, but I don't know how to. Ancestor money. Like, you want to sell ancestor money, or you want to do the actual practice? That's real as fuck. Sounds like you are opening yourself up for transformation. Heck yeah, I believe in your ability to work it out. Look at Nia supporting you. Son! That's why you all need to come to Z School for the Gifted. Keep cheering each other on. It's so beautiful. I love it. I love everybody. My internet is jank. Absolutely, money helps you be free. I was thinking that when you said it, I missed that was said earlier. We'll have to replay. Yeah, money is your freedom. Money is your freedom. In a world that uses money, to not focus on your money is to not be free. Do you understand that? I mean, obviously there's like internal happiness, but there is also financial freedom. There's also freedom. Learn the one language that the entire world uses to freedom. Let that be your money practice for today. I'm going to become fluent in the language of freedom. Pico, pico, pico. Oh, y'all are so sweet. Thanks for the explanation, but they sell the other types. Oh, yeah. There are other types. I do this type of money. So do some of my friends. I'm also Asian, so I prefer this practice. I have many money practices. There's a bunch of different ones, depending on your culture. Oh, I don't know why I didn't think of ancestor money as a money practice. Yeah, it's a money practice. Even feeding your money bowl, you can put things out for your ancestors too. Yes. Everybody is learning the language of money from this day forward. That will be your thing going forward. Okay, everybody, I'm going to head out. And I can't wait to see all of you tonight for altar work and spiritual class. And also tomorrow for the art of love and magnetism. And do not forget, I'm telling you all now because some of y'all slack. Don't forget, what was that? Don't forget to go vote on Substack before 10 a.m. tomorrow. If you do not have a comment there with a little heart and you have not liked the post, I'm not going to put your name in the thing. So you have to like comment and vote in order to be put into the drawing, just so everybody is aware. I'm saying that again. Don't forget to listen to it. Don't forget to read it. And then tomorrow, well, I guess it is midnight. For me, it'd be like 2 a.m. A new chapter of the Mango Men and Other Manifestations is going to drop. So get ready for that, friends. I'm really excited. I want to do the practice. Let's dig in, Zawadi. Have a great rest of your evening. Yes, beautiful souls. Good night, everybody. I'll see you tonight in class. Don't be late. Thanksy. Happy to help, Kevin. Goodbye, everyone. Go be awesome sauces. Go just be awesome.